Babu Owino, the entire leadership of the student movement from wherever you come from. Comrade Power. Comrade Power. I didn't know there was this meeting going on, but I'm glad that I came when the meeting was going on. Babu, if the qualification of a student leader, the following, which you have mentioned, I've been imprisoned, so I qualify on that basis. I've gone to exile, so I qualify on that basis. And I've been beaten many times. I have not died. And there's an American who used to say, when you're fighting a war, you don't die for your country. You make the other person die for his country. Because if you die, there will be nobody fighting. But I just wanted to say one or two things. When I was at the university, luckily, the level of international student solidarity was very high. We had, solidarity with Dar es Salaam University Students Organization, the Guild at Makerere, and there used to be a movement based in Prague, the International Union of Students. So whenever there was a problem at the University of Nairobi, because of that international solidarity, including students who were expelled, including somebody like Oki Ombaka, I remember, fighting very hard for him to go to Dar es Salaam University, courtesy of the International Union of Students, which was a worldwide student organization. At the time when I was a student leader, the Secretary General was a Sudanese and also a member of the Sudanese Communist Party at the time. But my point is this: I think the country is at a crossroad. If ever there was a time to make change happen, it is now. It is now. Remember, I was at the Council of Governors meeting in Narok, and the view that is emerging that everywhere people are very angry with what is happening in the country, particularly the cost of living. And some of them from the Kwanza counties were saying quite loudly that if there was Maandamano now, then the hottest places would be the Kwanza areas. So if there was a time to make a difference or to make change happen, it is now. And the old tools of organization and mobilization, when Baba and I were in the student movement and there was a lecturer at the University of Nairobi, are very different because you had to physically organize rallies. You had to physically, use leaflets. At 4 o'clock in the morning, we'd be, dropping leaflets at bus stops and so on. But now, organizing people for change to happen is a lot easier with communications being what it is today. And even without going around with a van like this one, you can organize a meeting. What happened in Cairo that brought down Mubarak was something which was not organized through rallies, but through the internet, and suddenly, Cairo was full of activity and demonstrations. So I want to urge you, looking at the past, stopping the war in Vietnam, in America, was students. Bringing changes in Europe, there was a time when in Europe, the student movement was very strong, and a lot of changes happened. Even here in this country, at least at the time we were at the university, I think a lot of changes came when we were fighting out there in the streets. So I think it is your time. And it's not only your time, it's your time when you have a great leader in Raila Odinga. So don't watch from the sidelines. Do not be afraid, because cowardice, like they say, you'll have to die 1,000 times. But if you're able and prepared to face the dictator, I think this is the time to do it. So how we organize, I think that's why we are talking. But I hope that you will have courage, patriotism, and let's make change happen in Kenya. And it can happen this year if at all we work together and make that change happen. Asante sana, asante sana. Yeah, now it is Baba's time.
Hello. Comrades power. Power. Comrades power. Power. Comrades power. Power. This is better.